Welcome back to 630. Here with me now is Alyssa Bochenek. She got to try out a unique form of dance that's being practiced right here in Naperville.
That's right. Over the past month, I met with women who dance for Raksanna Productions, and they practice and perform belly dancing.
Wow, belly dancing. Now that's not something that you see here in Naperville, much less the United States. So where did that come from?
Well, belly dancing is actually the oldest recorded dance in history, and at Raksanna Productions, they practice Egyptian style. So all the movements and music come from Egypt.
Wow, very interesting. Let's check out belly dancing.
Most forms of dance focus on the feet, but for this particular kind, it's all on the hips. Belly dancing, or Oriental dance, has been brought to Naperville all the way from the country of Egypt.
If you look back at the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and on the temples in Karnak or even the hieroglyphs in the pyramids, you'll find pictures and images of dancers and musicians. So belly dance really does trace back to the origins of humanity. It's a celebration of femininity, a celebration of life, and certainly it's an art form.
As the CEO and founder of her own production company, Raksanna teaches all aspects of belly dancing to dancers from beginners to experts.
Belly dance is a form of dance that is completely natural to a woman's body. It's very much about moving your hips and being free and allowing the belly to expand and contract just like it does in normal life.
While the movements may be natural, that doesn't mean they come easily to all. Raksanna's 3 belly dancing groups must go through several weeks of training before they're ready to perform on stage.
You start out with the 12 basic movements, which is a hip circle and undulation, hip drops. It runs the gamut of very nice and slow and sensual and with a violin or an accordion. And then you have the drum where you can just go crazy. So there's a little bit of, you can express how you're feeling.
With that being said, I decided to try it out for myself, taking my place on the practice stage in the beginner's class.
Front, back. Front, back.
While I found the moves aren't necessarily difficult, Raksanna takes a 3-tier approach to teaching all that encompasses belly dancing.
We focus on the musicality, we focus on the choreography, the movement, and then there's that spiritual component or that soul component, mind, body, soul. How do you become comfortable with who you are and confident with who you are as a person, as an artist?
For these women, the answers to those questions are by feeling the music and letting their bodies do the talking.
I just have a passion for movement and learning my body and being strong and music, really. I love movement, and so dance has really taught me more about, my body.
3 and a 4 and a.
Learning about your body isn't the only benefit women get out of the dance. Others have found many unintended benefits through their time in class.
Exercise and brain food. It really takes a lot of mental fortitude to learn all the new choreographies. For like the confession shows, we had at least 5 or 6 choreographies in our head.
It's an opportunity, especially as a dancer, to touch people, to convey your emotions and to show your femininity in a way that Western dance doesn't allow.
The class also teaches about culture. From headscarves and veils to poses like the Arabic woman, we were taught how to correctly and respectfully convey the Egyptian culture.
I felt like my view of the world was kind of narrow. So I started to travel with the group through opportunities that Roxanne brought us. And I got to know people in Arab cultures, primarily Egyptian, some Christian, some Jewish, many Muslim. So I got to see a whole different side of the world and have another point of view.
But none of this would be possible if it weren't for the confidence the women get out of the dance and in turn keeps the class moving.
Women who come in, they might be 250 pounds when they start, and they're in the back row, and they have big t-shirts covering them. They're kind of self-conscious, and so my classes are 6 weeks in length. But by the time that 3rd and 4th class happens, that larger woman who maybe doesn't fit into our perceived definition of beauty, that woman is up at the front of the row, and she's not wearing a big t-shirt that hides her. She's wearing something that she feels beautiful in, and that transformation, I think, epitomizes what belly dance can do for us.
There's a lot of fear. It's a different way of moving your body. And so no one who comes into the class, doesn't matter how old you are, what age, or what physicality you are, what your training background is, you're going to learn something in that class, guaranteed.
Whether just trying out belly dancing for fun or using it to express your emotions, it's clear there's more to this dance than just moving your belly.
Belly dance allows us to embrace our bodies, love our imperfections, and actually celebrate them. We come into who we are, we become stronger, and we become more confident in our approach, not just to life in general, but most importantly to ourselves.
And then come back.
Reporting for 630,
Lean back, bend
I'm
your
Alyssa
knee.
Bochenek.
And center.